Hey everyone, welcome back. Dev Spider here. So today we're going to get started on a new series with Icarus. I haven't touched Icarus in a really long time. It's got some new updates out, a lot of changes since I played. So if anybody is in the comments, anybody's watching, maybe you're a veteran at Icarus, you want to give me some advice, jump in there, let me know what's going on. Greatly appreciate that, would love it. I just want a different flair, different flavor of a game, so we're going to get started on this today with episode 1, and we're just going to go through all the missions and work our way through on this series. That's going to be my goal. Maybe I can help some people out with it, maybe people help me out with. I think it'll just be a fun time. If anybody wants to play multiplayer or something, just let me know. I'm not really sure how to do all that, but hey, can't be that hard, right? Alright, so I already played one test character, just to get a feel for everything again, get to level 16, so kind of have an idea of what I'm doing. So with that, we're going to create another character. I don't really care about going too much into what the character looks like, personally, just because at the end of the day, you're going to be in armor and stuff, you'll never really see yourself, as far as I know. We'll leave that for voice A, head, I don't know, we'll change it. So you can customize your character slightly, there's not a ton of stuff you can do. I add a beard, obviously I have a beard, so why not? Tattoos, don't care, that's just extra nonsense. I think having double mics right there, I think that's kind of crazy. Let's go green eye color, why not? Skin tone, I don't care. Everybody's the same on the inside, so it doesn't matter to me. We'll go with the white hat. And let's just do one over there like so. And then we can add a logo, why not? We'll put Icarus logo on that. Character name right here at the bottom, we're going to call ourselves. So my other character's name is Def, so we'll just call this guy Spider. Why not? And now we got Deft and Spider. I'm going to save Deft if in case I need to do like a test game, figure something out, and I don't want to lose anything on this one. I think that's how it works. Again, I haven't done artifacts and all that stuff yet, so we'll find that out here soon. Then we'll do a confirm character. And the load screen on the game takes a while, just in case anybody was wondering. I didn't go through the cutscene on that or let it open, because it will take a while. Just watch the bottom left corner down here, and you'll see some lines flashing, and that's it loading. It just, even on my computer, which I think is pretty powerful because it's a 3080 Ti and a really good CPU and stuff, yeah, it still takes a ton. Speaking of which, let me look at my task manager real quick, because we're not in the world yet. Everything looks fine. We're running at about 40% on some things. So from here, once we get here, you can go to your talents, see where your talents are at, because it's a new character, we don't have any talents yet. The tech tree, so your tech does carry over as you level up, so you can put your points where you want them. Hopefully I make good choices with talents and tech. If not, somebody sees something I'm doing wrong and wants to correct it, just again let me know in the comments when we get there. Field guide, that goes over like your bestiary or your fishing records. I really don't know anything about that. I actually have never even clicked on these, so I don't know if we get, I'm assuming we just get medals for this. I don't know if we get stats, money or not, because you need money to buy gear. So here's all of our medals, awards. You get your loadouts at the top. If you do start making money from finishing your missions, like we have 125 from playing on Deft. So we can actually buy some stuff if we wanted to. I haven't bought anything yet. I figured I'd just sit on it until I start struggling. Once you get on these screens, you can hit escape if you need to get out of them. You want to go somewhere else. So do escape to back out of that. And then from there, you can join somebody's game right here. You can load, resume an existing game, or click resume if it was the last one you were playing. And then right here, we're just going to go to new, and we're going to get started on mission 1. So right here, you have 3 options. You can do open world, which is you just exist in a world. It's persistent. Build whatever you want to do, battle everything across it, fight the weather, do all the things you want. If you look here, you can see icons. It tells you what's going on there. So like there's no exotics, no red exotics. There's no missions. There are simple missions if you build the board. I haven't built the board. I assume that's what that's from. And then you have operations. Here, no simple missions. You do have regular missions. No operations, and you can find the exotics and the red exotics. We're going to be running the missions. And then you have outposts, which I think is just a smaller map. So if you're having any issues, you can just play on that. This has XP reduction though, so you're not getting as much XP for your character. So let's go into missions here. So here we've got 3 maps. We have Olympus, Styx, and Prometheus. You can see we already done the first 3 here on Olympus. Well, we did the first 2. I don't know why it says 3. So we're gonna go ahead and, because I hadn't done Argos exploration unless that just counts based on these 2. Or maybe that's the same with the ones I've unlocked. So we're gonna go ahead and do Beachhead Recon. It's the first mission. We're gonna go ahead and go over that.
Welcome to Icarus, friend. UDA says we gotta drop you in a safe, well-mapped zone your first time down. They must have been thinking of some other planet. You'll see for yourself soon enough. There's a ways to go before you head out hunting for exotics. Right now, it's about learning to survive on the surface. So head down, take a look around, then we'll talk.
Alright, so as you load into the mission screen here, you can make 3 more choices. So you can choose easy, you can look at the stats over here, everything gets a lot easier. Over here you can do normal. You also lose money though based on what you're choosing. So you get a 50% reduction in the reward at the bottom. And you choose hard, so then everything gets a little bit more difficult. I haven't tried it on hard yet. We might try it on hard now that we've spec'd up a little bit. It looks like wolf spawn rate's going to be a lot higher. Lion spawn rate. I hadn't seen lions yet. Or scorpions. That sounds like fun. I did see some jaguars though. Let's see, passive. Yeah, okay, so I've been doing everything on normal so far. So I guess we can try this. It's the basic mission. I wouldn't think it'd be that much harder as long as you just hit stuff in the head. But if you look down here at the bottom, it's the duration that this world will stay open for you. So this one's 7 days, and that's 7 days real lifetime. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and then claim our prospect. Here you can choose if you have gear and cargo, you can choose to load your cargo here. You can choose your jumpsuit or whatever suit you want. We just have the one with the oxygen slot in the suit. Here you can also get insurance in case you're bringing something of yours that you've claimed. So you'd have items over here if you had bought and purchased some and researched it all. From there, we don't have anything to change here because we're brand new, so confirm loadout. Here you can choose if you want people to join it, host a session. I'm just going to leave mine on private, so... And then we'll load in. It's going to take a second, so load screens can be kind of long. So just watch the images whirl and spin. Alright guys, so we're headed in now. So our ship's falling in. You can see it says spider connected in the chat window, so you can chat with friends while playing together.
Welcome to Icarus, friend. Looks like your first time down here. Call me Soul. Looks like paradise. But don't be fooled. The air's poison, wildlife's out to kill you, and the weather's like nothing you've ever seen. You'll need to make yourself some shelter soon enough. But you know what you're doing, right? That's why you came all the way out here and dropped with nothing. 'Cause you could. Well, UDA wants you to show you understand the basics before they send you anywhere really dangerous. So get acquainted, then head back up when you're ready. Best of luck, friend. Stay safe.
Alright, sorry about that. I mute whenever a character or somebody starts talking, I have to mute because I have noise cancellation on, and anytime a voice is picked up, it's voice activated, so then it immediately starts recording. Yeah, I muted myself for that. So what I've been doing while you're listening to that guy talk is just what he wants us to do. And if you read the missions on the left under Beachhead Recon, it tells you what to do. Gather sticks, stones off ground, fiber from bushes, open the crafting menu by pressing O, and craft a stone axe for protection. So again, that was a bush. You can also get ferns. That'll give you plant fibers, seeds, a couple other things. These are sticks. You can also get sticks from like these bushes right here. And you're gonna need a bunch of that stuff. Now these are great things. That's obviously stone. You can get stone also by using a pickaxe. We'll go over all that in a minute. So we should have enough materials now, I believe. And if you look in the top left, that's your XP bar. Every time you gain experience, but you gain experience for doing anything and everything for the most part. Gathering, harvesting, killing, farming, it doesn't matter. It all gives you experience. And you're going to need a ton of that. Hunting is probably my favorite way of gaining experience. It just seems to give a lot. Okay, so one thing I do want to cover real quick too, this blue rock right here, this is an oxide rock. So once we get a pickaxe, we'll mine these. You'll need that for oxygen. So if you press I as in inventory, it'll bring you here to your inventory screen. So you can see everything we have in our inventory. Weight does matter. Weight's right here at the bottom. Right here at O2, you'll mine that oxide and drop it here. So you'll see me doing that a lot. Then when you have a food meter, water meter, it's always going down, so you need to be prepared to eat. If you die as soon as you land, get used to it. It happens. Sometimes you'll have to randomly spawn back until you get a bed, and it can dictate where you're going to go. Alright, so we've gathered a bunch of stuff. Kind of wanted to get that first level, but we'll go ahead and try to build the axe once we get the axe built. So again, you can press O to go to it. That's the quick button. You can press I and use the tabs at the top to scroll through everything. Right, so we can go to crafting here. Just click on what you want. We want the stone axe. We're going to come over here, hit craft. We're going to click on the pickaxe and queue that up. So you can craft up to 4 things at once. You don't have to wait for them to finish. They automatically went to our hotbar at the bottom, so you see 1 and 2. So same thing with number keys. It goes all the way up to 0. G can be used. Yeah, make sure you're paying attention for wolves. And I do have the DLC, so now the new horse-looking monsters are in here. And they're, of course, in this game, they're going to hit harder because it's on hard mode. We're not going to play hard mode all the way through. Like I said, I'm new. I just wanted to try it out one time. I swear something's growling at me. Alright, so all your actions grant experience level up for access to new skills and blueprints. Unlock a wood rag torch. That means we're going to have to level up. With our axe, we're going to come over here and chop a tree down. Cutting trees in this game is a little different than most games.
Good work, Freshwood. With new skills come new possibilities. What you do with that knowledge, well, That's up to you. No point picking up a hammer if you don't know what you're making. Before you build, you gotta learn how.
Alright, so before he cut me off, what I was trying to say is, so trees in this game are a little bit different. If you cut up high here, it's going to leave a piece of the tree down low. Then you can cut that off and still get some more wood. Then once the tree falls, you need to knock the branches off of it, and then you need to pick up the wood that's left behind. Alright, so that's one tree that gives us logs. There's a rabbit right there. He is alerted to us. We'll take care of that in a second. Now that we have a skill, let's get here where we can see everything around us. Wait, what is that? Okay, yeah, that's probably a chamois, or chamois, I don't know. A chamwow. Alright, so we need to unlock the wood rag torch is the next part of this one. So that will go to our tech tree for that. Once you're on the tech tree, there's all kinds of stuff in here. If you hover over it, let it load for a second, it'll tell you how much damage it does, how it's built, what it's used for. I do want to get a bow really quick too, so that'll be the first thing I go into. But here's the wood rag torch, so now we can make that. You're going to want that for nighttime. Right here, we're going to grab the wood bow. We have 3 points, and then we need to get arrows, of course. Bow is useless if you don't have arrows. And then, I can't remember if we had the research into the stone knife or not. Let's see. Because you need a knife to skin animals with when you take them down. So yeah, we don't have a stone knife, so we'll need to put a point into that. And that should give us stone knives. We don't want to make the throwing knives, so you can use throwing knives. We just want a regular stone knife. Let's go and craft that. Craft a bow. And then we're going to hit max right here. So you can use these arrows. You can type in how many you want, or you can hit max if you just want to use all your resources. We're going to max out on arrows. I keep my bow on 3. My knife is always on 4. Your rag torch can be equipped into the L slot. Let's go and craft one of those. And it should automatically go into the light slot. So you press L as in Lima, and then your torch will come out. Like that. It will break, so be careful. You can also set stuff on fire, so be really careful with with all your fire stuff. You don't want to burn your building down. Alright, next we need to build a shelter and craft a bedroll to survive the harsh Icarus environment. So to build the bedroll, we'll have to get leather and other resources from animals. So we have one coming on us now. Well, he saw us and alerted, so he ran away. We'll have plenty of predators coming in a minute. Now to get fresh water, since you see we're getting low on water, just walk up to this water. It's safe on this map. Hold F to drink it. Hold F to pick things up on the ground. A lot of times in games it's E, so if you're having issues, just make sure you're pressing the right button. There's a wolf way over there, and you can hear them howling everywhere. So let's take our pickaxe really quick, because our oxygen's getting low, and I can show you oxide. So mining oxide and stone will give you experience also. And watch your stamina. Stamina burns out really quick. We'll do some talents to get some more stamina as we go. Alright, so now that we have some oxide, so the oxide again is this blue stone here, just drag that over, drop it here into our suit slot. It'll automatically start making oxygen, so our OT meter will go up, so just keep it there for now. There's other ways to get it, we'll go over that later. I usually don't invest into that for a while. And again, there are other stones and materials you can farm, so if you come over here, this is silica. Right here is just regular stone, so if we mine this, it'll give us stone. From there, we don't want to get too much just yet. We want to start building our first house. In order to build our first house, we're going to need, I think we need to research into it. We have 0 points available, so we're going to need to level up. And then you come all the way down here to the end of these skills, and you'll see right here the wooden building set or the thatch. I go for wood. I don't even worry with thatch. Some people just skip straight to stone, but you have to be level 10 to even get into that, and then level 15 to get the masonry stuff. So once we get some points and get to level 2, we can get into that. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing some gathering, and I'll see y'all back in a second. Alright guys, so right here we have an enemy. So this is one of the new mobs that was just added. It's this big horse-looking guy right here. Usually it has a small baby with it. It will aggro you, so be careful. Actually, probably might need some extra arrows for this guy. So that's the little baby. The baby won't attack you, so don't worry about it. Now, where did he go? Alright, so if you press shift, you can run. If you hold down control, you can sneak. It puts you in stealth mode, so it does extra damage. And see if I can hit this guy. Headshots do extra damage, so try to land a headshot when you can. That was not a headshot. You'll see it crit when you get a headshot. Of course, he's going to do extra damage. Why am I missing? Oh my god. So that was a crit shot. 2 crits. And 3 crits. Usually that's what it takes to take them down. They do have different levels. So once you take them down, you want to immediately get your knife out. If you leave the body here... Actually, we'll take this guy down too. If you leave the body here, though, wolves and other predators will come for it. So again, pull your knife out. You can get your arrows back too. Some of them will break, so you're not going to get all of them back. And then here you'll get your leather, fur, bone. You can get different types of raw meat, so we're going to do a take all. then we'll get our axe out, smash the corpse up, or else, again, you'll get wolves. And sometimes they come really, really fast, so watch out. But you can see our weight's going up, so we need to hurry up and build a shelter so we can build some storage. And again, as you can see, it's a fast way to level. They give really good experience. So from there, we can go ahead, and if your weight's getting too heavy too, we can craft, like right here, we can craft a wood pile. And that just, we'll go ahead and do one real quick. That's going to make it really, really heavy though, so try to be somewhere safe when you do it. All right, and then it's down there on number 5, so then press 5 and left click to place it down. And that right there is how you store wood and stone once you get enough on you to build that. From there, let's go into our tech tree really quick. And here we can go to the wood modules. So wood building base right here. I'm not going to do the advanced building set, at least not yet, so I can save points for other things that are more important. I do want to get bandages, or at least a basic bandage. When we get to level 5, I'll probably get like the antibiotic paste too. Just for when we get hit, you'll have status elements. A lot of things can hurt you. We'll get the fire whacker too, just in case something gets caught on fire. And we need to get the campfire too. So once we level up, we'll get the campfire next. Then we can cook meat. And from the campfire, we can go into the bedroll. Alright guys, so we haven't finished leveling up just yet. We still need another level to get some more points in, but as you saw, we just got the notification, inclement weather is coming. For weather, you need shelter. Sometimes you can dig into a rock and be okay, or at least you used to be able to do that. Right now, we're just going to go and try to build us a base really quick. So I've been gathering wood. I did want to go over this too, so we're getting low on water and food, so we need to get to where we can cook some food. But if you see our tools...
The terraforming went to crap, but they left a few critters behind. Changed their genes some, but you can still eat them.
Alright, sorry about that. Your boss guys can come in every now and then and give you some tips like, hey, cook your food. You can actually eat the raw meat too. I'm not going to eat the raw meat, but you can. It will go bad. That's what the timer's for. From here though, like I said, look at the tools in the toolbar. You can see their durability is going down. Sometimes they'll be red because they're broken. So you can right click on it and do a repair if you have the right materials. So we're going to repair those. And then like I said, from there, we're going to get into crafting.
Building, you need to hydrate. There's a lake down there. Go take a drink. Even a basic envirosuit will filter out. Here in the Terra Zone, the water's pretty clean. Fish don't seem to mind it.
Real quick warning me, we can get something done. So when the weather comes, it can cause damage to you and your structures. So we're going to hold F here to interact with that. It gave us back 100 wood. Then we'll go to crafting. We need to lay down some foundations first, so we're going to do wood floors. We're going to do 9 to get started with. Well, let's go ahead and grab another wood stack. And then crafting, wood floors. Let's make 9 like I said. Craft, you need plant fiber and wood. Wood comes from trees, plant fiber from the bushes. While that's crafting, we're going to also need some walls. So let's go and get some of those made. Let's see, max, we can only make 3 of those. And this weighs a lot, so watch your weight. And then I guess we'll just build over here. So if you look on the ground, you've got plants here like lilies, pumpkins. You can eat the pumpkins. That'll give us some food back if we want, so we can actually do that now. I'm not worried about the lilies. I think that's used for medicine. And then, of course, that leveled us up, which is perfect. So we'll go to our tech tree. We can grab our campfire and our bedroll. And I like to get the drying rack too. And then once we get to level 5, we're going to unlock the storages. So we could go ahead and grab the small wood crate, which will open the path to get to the medium wood crate. And then with our crafting finished, let's go ahead and start building. So just find you like a semi-level spot, and I guess we can eat these pumpkins. So we can just do a consume by right-clicking or a consume stack. We'll just do the whole stack. Certain foods will give you boosts. And once you've crafted stuff, just drop that in your hotbar. And you can recraft it by hitting that button again if it's still the last thing that was there. Always build on the high spot and then head towards the low spot. And if you look at these, they have direction arrows if you want to get everything lined up perfectly. Okay, so now we have a wood foundation that's getting us started. We can press 6 to go to walls. And if you see that arrow right there at the bottom, the exterior of the wall, if you want them all to look the same, leave it there. If not, press R, it rotates it. If you hold R, it gives you your other building radial menu, so you can choose what to put there if you want a door, window, a dual window. So we'll put a window there. Watch out for trees. They will fall in high winds and they can damage your building. Just like that. I guess I'll chop this up really quick. Alright, so you can see we're definitely taking a bunch of damage from the storm. Luckily it should pass in a second. If you look in the top right, it's your weather radar. But we need a hammer, then we can repair this, which I think we have to level up for that possibly. Let's see, crafting. Yeah, we're going to have to unlock the repair hammer, so that's going to be right here, the wood hammer. Alright, so back to building. Again, if you watch the arrow at the bottom, again, R to rotate it. Hold R, open your build radius menu. Left click to place down once you have what you want. I like to do windows on each corner so I can shoot out if I need to. Gonna get our door one put in, put it right there. We're gonna put one on the back. Nah, we'll make this one a solid wall. Alright, pick up all of our wood stacks, go ahead and craft. We need one more wall. And then from there we can build flat roof wood floor pieces if we want to build like a second floor. For now, we're going to craft us a door to put on. And eventually, if you unlock the advanced stuff, you can make windows. Alright, so we can make windows, but we're going to make these roof pieces now. Let's go ahead and actually make us a campfire too, just to make sure we have the materials left. And then we'll build some of these roofs. I'm not sure how many we need, so we'll do 8 for right now. Let's drag our door down so we can put that in. We'll put our wolf roof pieces right here too. So that's up, and then we can get started on putting on the roof. And there are height limits and restrictions, so be careful how high you build and how far you build. And these you can rotate the same way, so you can rotate it, it drops it, changes it. You can hold R down, and you can build like staircases, a small peak. It varies. We don't want the stairs though. Okay, so once that's up like that, next we can come into... so we need one more roof piece to get this done. And then we'll need, I think, 2 wall pieces. And then 4 of these little wood wall angle pieces. And if you're trying to build high and your structure's weak, you can build some of these wood beams that'll help support it. Alright, so while we're looking right here where we're going to place this, we can go ahead and grab the peaks. And you'll hear the building start groaning and stuff once it starts getting overweight or too high. So there's our building starting to come along. So now we'll grab in here, grab our triangle pieces. Now these are kind of hard to place, so I might mess them up. And that one went in right. And you rotate that one, that's backwards like that, so might not want to do that. So then hold down R, and you just have to find the proper angle for the side you're trying to go to. Right, and with this, we should now be in a shelter. Once we get the hammer, once we level up, we can repair this wall and this floor piece. And if you want to, we can actually put our campfire down in here. I'm not going to put it in here. I'll just set it out here in front of our building. Rain and stuff, I think we'll put it out. But I want to build a hearth to put in there. Now, looking at the campfire, you can press F to interact with that. Grab your meat and throw that on there. If you look here on the left, it gives you the recipes of what you can cook. And same thing with the drying rack once we make it. So just put your raw meat on there. Grab some wood. Put it down here at the bottom on the bottom right. And then you can start the fire, hit activate. It'll automatically cook your food. At the same time, it's going to make charcoal for when you need that for medicine later on. Boiled plants, I just destroy those and destroy rotten meat too. I think you can compost it later and it has uses then once we get later in the game. Now we just need to level up some more so that we can unlock the rest of the things that we need to do, because the only thing we have left to do is build the shelter, craft a bedroll, put it in there, and then we can launch our dropship and we'll be done. But we need to, we do need to get our food back up. So I'm going to do some more gathering, probably eat some of these berries and pumpkins. Keep us up until our meat's done. Actually, the meat should cook pretty quick. It only takes a few seconds. Alright, so we have some cooked gamey meat right here. So if you look at it, it says plus 30 health when consumed, plus 150 food when eaten. And then at the bottom, it tells you cooked prime meat. It gives you all those extra stats. So plus 5 experience, 20 health regeneration, just a lot of good stuff. So go ahead and eat that. You can have 5 of those active at once. So if you press I as an inventory, you can see status effects here. So even negative status effects will show up here. You can just hover over that to see what it needs to, like say you're hurt and need a bandage. It'll tell you that what item will fix it, or at least give you a clue to it. But yeah, so it tells you what's going on, and like I said, you can have 5 effects at once. And now it's starting to get dark. When it gets dark, it gets really dark. So make sure you have torches and fires ready to go. Always keep an eye on your oxygen. Make sure you've got oxide. The nights can take a while. So from there, guys, I'm going to go ahead and farm until I hit level 5, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we hit level 5. It's early morning in the game right now. I still haven't spent any more tech points, so let's go ahead and do that now. So if we go to our tech tree right here, I was going to go for the medium crate, but it's pretty much the same size as 2 of the small wood crates, so might as well just use 2 small wood crates instead of wasting a skill point on that. is what I'm thinking we do. So we do have the drying rack, and we have the bedroll and the materials to build them. So let's go ahead and knock them out. So we'll go to our crafting tab, and then right here is the drying rack. So let's go ahead and craft that, and then our bedroll. Actually, did we just use fur to make this? No, we actually need a little bit. We need 7 more pieces of fur, so we got to do some more hunting for that. So let's go ahead and build us a small wood crate so we can store everything, because our weight's kind of getting out of hand. And then we'll grab those items, drop them down here. Okay, so we'll just throw the drying rack here for now. And then let's press 8. We'll get out our storage crate. We'll put it over here. So when you place items, you can move your mouse. Once you left click once, you can then move the mouse wheel to orient it. That's why this one's a little crooked. I should have gone over that, but it's fine. All right, so to move items, you can look at the bottom. It gives you instructions. So if you do left shift control, if you click, say, on these bones, it'll move all the bones as a group into storage. So any bones that are in here should go there if you did it right. So we'll go ahead and store that, our fur, store the leather, and all of our sticks because it's taking up a lot of weight, and the wood, of course. You don't need to save all of this because once we leave this mission, it's all just going to disappear, so don't worry about it too much. All right, so with the drying rack, it has a lot of features. It works just like cooking, so you have all the recipes over here that you can use. So only certain kinds of meats can be dried. So like right here, we have this raw meat. You can slap it over here and store it there if you want, but it's not going to do anything except go bad. Now this stringy meat that we got off of a wolf, you can put it over here and it'll dry it out, and then you'll get some good stats from that. And then later on, you can use this to make other recipes. Like right here, you have cured leather, so that's going to take tree sap and regular leather. Same thing, you can dry out like avocados, fruit, fish. To fish, you can shoot them with your bow. I haven't actually done fishing yet, so I don't know how the fishing rod and stuff works, but there are lots of options for fishing. But while waiting to XP up, I went ahead and did some more crafting and building on the house. So I used the roof stairs to build a staircase up, because a lot of times later in the game you're going to need to get on your roof and repair everything, so that's a good way to do that. So we have a nice wraparound porch here. Be careful with fall damage. You can sprain your ankle and stuff, which will slow you down and cause you a lot of issues. Right here in this corner, I wanted to cover this. So as you can see, it's floating off the ground. You can do that for a little bit, then eventually it's going to break, kind of like in Valheim. So I went ahead and made some posts for that. So it's the same beams that I went over earlier, so I went ahead and put some in the house to support the walls and the roof. So right here, it can be kind of hard, but you can get the right angle and you can put that post there, it'll support it. And the same thing, stack another post on top, it'll allow you to build up. And then we can finish out the porch like that. And we can do that all the way around to just increase the support of these. The same way I went over earlier too, you can add these to the ceiling if you wanted to. So if you hold down R, you can rotate it to get like an angle post. And same thing, you want to do a cross member like that. If you need more strength and structure integrity, just frame it out in these beams first and then build around those. And they don't stick out, they don't look bad at all. So I added one of them to each corner here, added them next to the doors. They'll just snap into place. I stacked 2 on top of each other here to give some more support towards the roof. And that's building, so let me go hunt down a couple more animals, and then we'll do the last part of the mission, which is going to be build the bed. And then once we build the bed, you can use that as your respawn point. Otherwise, when you die, you'll just spawn back into the map in random places. If you press M as in Mike, that'll open your map. And you can see the map's quite large, so you don't just want to randomly spawn, because there's no guarantee you're going to drop anywhere near where you're building. And as you can tell, our house is not marked on the map, just our ship. Right, so let's see if we can't sneak on this guy. I think that's a deer. Of course, he's going to jump all over the place. Okay, so another thing to go over too is eventually there's other racks you can use for when you gather, so you can make trophies and things. So we can go ahead and hold F to carry a body if we want to. Now, when I first started my last game, my drop key was not enabled. I had to go into settings and go to where all the keys are at and adjust it to add a button for drop item. So then you press G, it'll pull the item out, and then I can press N as in November to drop it. So let me get my torch out so you can see. So it's hard to see, but there is a rabbit in our hands right now, so we can just press N, it'll drop the rabbit. And I think we have enough materials now, so we can go ahead and build the bed. And again, you want to break the corpses up. That's also going to give you bones, which you can use those later on once you're higher level to build armor and various other things like the bone knife. Let's go ahead and go into here. So we have our materials. Let's go over to crafting and bedroll. We need sticks. Of course we need sticks. Always need sticks. All right, crafting, bedroll, craft it. We went ahead and did bandages. That just takes plant fibers to make. So if you get hurt and you have bleeding and stuff, that'll fix that. I think that's all we need from here that matters. You get the fire whacker too, so if anything gets on fire, you can use that to put it out. Throwing knives, again, I don't think they're worth making, so I wouldn't waste your time on them unless you just want to do it for experience. And our tech tree right now, I don't think we need anything. Oh, we did need the wood hammer, so we'll go ahead and get that and cover that part. You can do the wooden spear if you want a melee weapon. I'm just going to wait. I didn't need it the last time I did the next 2 or 3 missions. I did want to do the antibiotic paste. We have 6 points left, so we'll go ahead and put one in there. Again, if anybody knows a better way or if I'm doing something wrong, let me know. Like I said, just doing it my own way. I'm not going to invest in cloth. We'll go straight to bone armor. Bone arrows might be worth it. You get some more damage and stats on those, and it would give you a way to use up all of your bones. But besides that, once we get to level 10, then we can go to the tier 2. So now that we have our hammer, let's go ahead and put that on the... Is it already on the hotbar? Oh, we didn't make it yet, so let's go to crafting. I think we need wood for that, though. Stone. So back to crafting, go to the hammer, craft it. It should go to our hotbar automatically. We still have slots open, so it's on 9. Let's go ahead and grab it. So we can look at the damaged parts here, and it'll show the durability of it. Just hold down the left mouse button, and it'll repair anything that's damaged. It does take stamina, and it uses up the durability on your hammer. So we'll go over in the next mission of like how important it is to make sure you're ready to go before you start a fight. And then the next thing to do is to put down our bedroll. We'll get it out, and again, so you can left click with it, and then you can use your mouse wheel to go left or right to get the angle and degree you want. It's really nice to have later on once we get the decorations.
How you build, that's up to you. So long as you learn the basics, your chances are the same as anyone else. And I get paid.
And that's the mission, guys. So the only thing that we have left to do to complete the mission is to just leave all our stuff here and jump on the ship. So I'm going to craft everything I have left into something just to get the experience from it. And we can go ahead and do some of these points here too, the talents. So for talents, there's a lot of options here. I'm not sure what the best build is. I'm sure you can look one up if you want one. I'm going to build the way I just want to and hope that it works out. So I'm going to go to adventure. Here I'm going to do increase to my base health. You can do increase to base movement speed, but what I'm after are the 3 below that. So for right now that, and then we can do right here, we do reduced thirst rate, reduced hunger. I'm going to do reduced oxygen consumption. And so we'll just do one for each so they kind of burn equally. And that's going to get our points and stats to where we can survive longer without having to go foraging. And then, so if you're playing solo like I am, you can come over here to the solo tab next to talents, and then you have more points to put in here too. So here, a lot of times I like to go for the healthy maverick to get my health up, and I like to go for stamina for more stamina so I don't have to rest as much. And this one's stamina regeneration, so that's going to help a lot while we're building, crafting, and gathering so that we can get experience faster. Alright guys, once you've finished all your quests and your missions, the last one you should have is to interact and launch your dropship to complete the mission. This is what you're going to do whenever you need to do it to complete a mission. You just walk up to it, you press F. Anything you need to bring with you that the mission requires, drop it over here in the cargo. If you need equipment that was sent with you to start the missions, you'll find that here in the mission equipment tab. We'll go over that on the next mission. And then over here on the right, it says return to station, and that's what we'll do to end the mission. So we'll hit return to station. It'll tell you you're going to lose everything, delete all your items, but you'll keep your levels. So just press yes. Then you'll get the mission overview of all the ribbons that you've earned, stats, what you did to complete it, and how much money you got for your final reward. So with that, guys, we'll then press continue, call it quits, it'll go to the load screen, and we're probably going to sign off, call that episode 1, Day 1 Survival on Icarus, completing the initial quest on map Olympus. So from there, you'll come back to the character selection screen. If you want to go to another mission, select the character you want to use, and hit the bottom select character. From there, just go to new. If you had saved and didn't finish, then you would resume or load. And then you go back to missions, and like I said, we'll go through Olympus. And so we just finished this one. The next one we'll go over in episode 2 will be live wire terrain scan. So this one's just going to get you used to everything, ease you into how things are going to work, and teach us all the basics, which I'm still learning a lot of those. So if I miss something, feel free to let me know in the comments, guys. As always, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.